The mineral space is one of the biggest drivers of the future of technology, from semiconductors to lithium ion batteries to nuclear energy to data centers. There is so much riding on minerals into 2025 and beyond here, as especially with technology continuing to grow. So I'm going to be going over some of the top mineral companies. We're going to have a short little breakdown, get you some ticker symbols to be taking a look at here on Tuesday, midweek, getting into October here. So the first one is going to be ATOM. ATOM was up 15% today as we saw it surge. They've had a little bit of a crazy start here in their stock journey, as they've had some manipulation in the past, and you do see them kind of pump and have that big surge up to $17. But when we look at ATOM, which is Automera, which is the stock here, you can see they got $139 million market cap. So not really big. We do urge caution, as most mineral companies we're looking at here do have some low market caps. But you do see, while their net income is negative, while the balance sheet actually looks favorable, there's some conversation around why it could be a good company. So they're losing a little bit there with a little bit of revenue, but really net income is negative about $5 million. But their total assets, you see them getting up to around $24 million and up 20% year over year, with their liabilities dropping about 36%. So when we're looking at the assets, they have had some volatility, but for the most part, they look fairly disciplined. Now, when we look at what this company is doing, they're focusing specifically on the quantum engineered material, mere silicon technology. They're working on materials for quantum. They are working on the materials for mobile phones and 5G infrastructure and Internet of Things. And when you look at some of their technologies that they've recently released, you could get an idea of where they're going. They have some blocking semiconductor type of materials. Here you can see semiconductor designers, diffusion blocking. We're talking about seeing them get the materials together and help produce the technology that's driving innovation. And then as far as news and what we see from the company, press releases, things like that, they have come out with recent press releases. You could see here, not anything crazy from the press release side. You can see they had that they're working on silicon virtual substrates and that they are continuing to build their technology, but they haven't had any major partnerships that we've seen here into 2025. They do work with Sandia Laboratories, so maybe they're working over there in New Mexico. They do have some business developments, but there hasn't been anything outside of themselves where we've seen any notable partnerships as of recently. But they do work with different Arizona, like state universities. Some of the older articles you could see there as their partnerships. They got a good base around them. San Jose State University is one they work with in the research side of things. So I see a lot of potential with them. They're seeing some bounces here and potentially making some runs back up into these levels. They have a support level right now at this range of around $2 to $3 a share. And while they are a riskier play, like most mineral rights, not mineral rights, but mineral companies, you do see that this is a recovery here that we're watching here. It's about a 30 to 80% recovery. Now, of course, you got to urge caution, as we've seen it get manipulated. We've seen these sell-offs kick in before, but it is starting to get a little bit more momentum, and the balance sheet does not look bad at all. Now, the next stock I want to cover is going to be from a company that I have been able to get introduced to recently. And the company here is Rio Grande Res. And you can see here that in our top mineral stocks, some of the companies that we're watching right now, they're a company that not only is working in minerals, but you can also see that we are in communication with them and that we have been compensated to share the company. One thing that we do is we always look at the companies and see how well they're positioning themselves. This company here, Rio Grande Resources, you can see precious metals market. So gold and silver, they're in a bull market right now. We've seen surges in September 2025. Gold reaches over $3,600. We're seeing little granite gold mines. So in the past, this is a gold mine that is 100% owned by the company, consisting of 4 lode mining claims. And what do we know? Semiconductors, technology, all are demanding more rare metals. And their working here, resampling program included peak values of 66.5 GT gold and 2,940 GT silver. So basically what that means is the main vein has been traced for over 200 meters by past drilling and remains open along strike at depth. So they're drilling and they are mining and they are uncovering more of these precious resources. In this case, we're talking about gold and silver. And you can see ticker symbol there. If you can find them over on CSE, RGR.CN, and you can get some quotes there by TradingView. We could open it up and kind of see what that looks like. But you do see they're at 47 cents right now. Market cap is very small as well, around $20 million. And while they're fairly new in their founding, they also have seen some tremendous interest as they're up about 487% over the last 6 months and about 840% over the last year. So obviously, there's going to be some higher risk when you're looking at these types of valuations. But when we're looking at the investors, you look at some of their financial statements and what I've been able to uncover in the company, they haven't had anything that stood out to me as necessarily any like red flags or things like that. They seem like they're in the right market of minerals. They're building out the mines here in New Mexico, for example, and you can see they just began trading. They just got approval after going through some financial paperwork to begin trading on the OTC markets in the United States. So, they're fairly new, and they're a company that if you're looking to see how the markets are moving in minerals right now and get a piece of the bull run in gold and in silver, they would be a company that you would at least want to look at during this time. So they have some really interesting developments right now, and that's why we share them here on the channel. Now, the next ticker symbol that we wanted to go over was going to be NB. So NB is a mineral company. They've been really breaking out. And again, you can see the volatility is just very high on these mineral companies. Seeing them surge above the $6.50 range with a support at $6.50. So NB is one we'll be watching into this next week. And part of the reason why, they are NioCorp Developments, $500 million market cap. And their market cap's at 600 million market cap. And their revenue is also net income negative, but their balance sheet's good. 43 million in total assets and up 1,000% year over year. Those are the types of things we want to see. They did some public offerings recently, but when we're looking at the support level, they're right there around 685 with some movement potential. Really, if they can hold that level, next target would be up into that $11 range of about 72%. These are some of the companies that are working in silicon, non-ferrous metals, materials companies, and all of the different technology in the mining that is going to power the semiconductor supply that we're seeing here in 2025. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If I earned your thumbs up, hit the like button. Do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.